technical stuff. So we start sitting in Sukhasana today. And then have your left leg to the front. And then when you cross your legs, and now the left shin bone, make sure it's in the front. So make sure that the shin bone is parallel towards your mat. So that the right knee is resting onto your left heel and the left knee is resting onto your right big toe without straining. Then hold onto your knees. If you reach easily, if you have to come forward to hold onto your knees, then place your hands on top of your knees so that you can slightly draw your knees back, and then you can feel the head of your femur bones moving into its socket, and then you can push your sacrum in. The lower part of your sacrum moves in and down, and the upper part of your sacrum moves in and up. Then lift your armpits away from your hips so that you become tall here at the sides of your trunk. And then be aware of your lower ribs. So spread them from the center out towards the sides. Then you bring them towards the back ribs, and then you want to lift those ribs up, the back ribs. See if you can lift them up further away from your lower spine. Spread your clavicles. Keep your shoulder blades moving in, and then join your palms in front of you. Bring the base of your thumbs to touch the base of your sternum, so here where your lower ribs actually are, so you can really, with the base of your thumbs, indicate the lower ribs to stay down. And thumbs, let the thumbs touch your t-shirt as well. So that the thumbs, they point towards you, to the divine inside of you. Then the next two fingers point towards the ceiling, to the divine above us. And the last two fingers point to the divine of the person in front of you, of course. And then close your eyes. And then feel your sitting bones pressing down firmly. And from that pressing down, you want to lift the whole of your spine up. When you exhale, release any tension in your face, in your head, in your shoulders, and in your abdomen. Keep the back ribs spreading from the center out towards the sides. And then feel, when you do this, feel how your chest comes in line with your hips, the circumference of your chest. And keep that, don't stick your ribs forward, keep that and spread your clavicles. So this is the challenge actually, because if you only spread your clavicles and send your ribs forward, then you're overdoing. Then feel your head, that's right in the middle of your spine, in the middle of your shoulders, in line with your spine, on top of your spine. And the crown of your head is lifting up more and more. Your shoulder blades are moving in and down, and your abdomen is moving back and up. They're like two forces. Keep the sides of your neck long, extending towards the tip of your shoulders. The outer elbows, draw them a little bit lower down. But keep your shoulder blades moving in. So you have the support for your chest to open from the center out towards the sides. Silently chant the 3 Oms, and then we do them together. And feel your chest that it's still lifted, that you have not collapsed it in this short period of time. Your chest is moving away from your hips, away from the floor. Your clavicles are spreading, your shoulder blades resisting in, and then with your next exhalation, lower your head down. And take your hands onto your thighs. Keep the height and the sides of your trunk. Keep your armpits away from your hips. Your outer arms are dropping down, the back of your arms. And then raise your head and stay there with your eyes closed. Head, chest, pelvis, all on one and the same line. And then see if you can find your medium line, which moves from the perineum up towards the crown of your head. And then align everything towards that line. The front of your body, the back of your body, both of your shoulders, your head, and your emotions. And then very gently open your eyes. And then change the cross of your legs. And again, when you cross your legs like this in Sukhasana, then see that the front leg you have at the front, the right shin bone now, is parallel towards your mat. Then we're going to do Urdhva Hastasana. Take your arms up towards the ceiling, palms facing each other. And see that you're extending the inner wrists, the outer wrists. Keep your shoulders away from your ears. And ego, you keep your hands slightly forward, but see if you can extend from your elbows. All of you extend towards your wrists, and from your elbows down towards your inner shoulders. And again, make sure that you're not pushing your lower ribs forward. Then you inhale, lift up, lift the back ribs up away from your hips, and then exhale, turn towards your right. Then you inhale again, lift up, draw your navel slightly in, and then you exhale, take your arms down. With your left hand hold onto your knee, and with your right hand take it as far as you can. If you're sitting on the blanket, hold on to the blanket and turn both of your clavicles towards the right wall. When you inhale, lift up, close your eyes for a moment. Inhale, lift up, see that your navel bend stays back. And then you exhale, turn more from your left armpit towards the right armpit. Both of your clavicles are spreading, especially the right one. And then exhale, if you can, turn your head with your eyes closed to look over your right shoulder. And every time you inhale, you lift up, draw the navel slightly in, and then you exhale, turn, and then release your navel. Don't shorten the left side, lift your left armpit up. Exhale, turn some more. And then open your eyes, come back to the center. Then adjust, let your abdomen go back, let your shoulder blades move forward. Then the abdomen goes back and up and your shoulder blades in and down. Keep that. Inhale, Urdhva Hastasana. Stand up from your hips, extend up towards your fingertips. Keep your shoulders down, Jane, and as well, Trina, keep the shoulders down. Inhale, lift up the back ribs as well. See if you can spread them and lift them up. And then turn towards the left. Before you take your arms down, lift up again. And then exhale, take your arms down. Close your eyes. First, take both of your shoulders to face the left wall. Lift your right armpit up. And then inhale, lift up, exhale, turn, and see if you can take your head as well to turn to look over your left shoulder with your eyes closed. And the left arm, take it as far back as you can. And then when you inhale, press your sitting bones down. Your navel, draw it slightly back. Then you lift up and then you turn. When you exhale, you turn. Inhale to create space, to do the extension. Exhale, turn. And then open your eyes, come back to the center, and then extend your legs forward. Then we are going to do Adho Mukha Virasana with 2 bricks. If you have 3 bricks, you can rest your head, but if you don't have 3 bricks, don't worry, we keep the head parallel, we're not taking it down. So have your 2 bricks. You don't have all this luxury of the 3 bricks, so have the 2 bricks. Join your big toes and first sit onto your buttocks, spread your knees, because when you sit back, feel your feet. You're doing like a boat shape with your feet. They're collapsing and you're collapsing your outer ankle bones. So you have to draw the outer ankle bones away from the floor and then you have to resist them one towards the other so that you're not doing this boat shape with your inner feet. From your inner heel, you want to extend right back towards your big toes. Then your groins have to roll down. Actually, put your hands here for today. Put your fingers like this so that your fingers are pointing towards your groins so you can really deepen your groins and let them roll down. And then the groins are rolling down, but your thighs, you have to pull them towards you. And then you move forward, indicating your groins to roll down. And then when you're halfway there, then you release your hands and place your palms onto the high brick. And then keep your head parallel towards your face, parallel towards the floor. in line with your shoulders. Don't let your head drop. The back of your head is in line with your sacrum. You're still extending the occiput bone away from your shoulders, but you're not dropping your head. See if you can move your hands a little bit further forward so that you can feel the length and the sides of your body. Take your outer arms, Katya, well down, all of you. The outer arms are moving down and in, and the inner arms, your biceps, they're moving up and out. Full extension of your arms, and then the full shin bone has to descend. So feel that the full of your shin bone, the full length of your shin bone is onto the floor. And keep breathing. You inhale, you extend the front of your body. And when you exhale, the back of your body. Keep your inner groins rolling down like you've done with your hands. And then let them softening and then let them roll down by themselves. The inner thighs, you extend from your inner knees towards your inner groins. And your inner groins, they want to move away from your hips. And your buttocks, keep your buttocks down and spread the up. Then you want to widen your waist. Keep your weight on your buttocks. And stretch the arms as much as you can. So you really lock your elbows. Then lift your head, lower the bricks one way lower, and then you place your middle finger and your wrists onto the bricks. And then you extend. Keep your head away from the floor for now. Keep your ears in line with your shoulders and keep the occipital bone extended. So then you have slightly this feeling of your throat moving back, the base of your throat moving back and release. The middle fingers are on the brick, your wrists are on the brick, and all the other fingers are spread. From your elbows, you extend towards your inner wrists, and from your elbows back towards your inner shoulders. Then keep the top of your shoulders spreading from the seventh cervical towards your outer shoulders. Your outer armpits, they want to move down. Keep your sternum plate, keep it broad. The top of your sternum, you want to keep it broad. And then see, can you lower your head, your forehead onto the floor or the hairline? And if it doesn't go to the floor, then you just keep it up. Importance of the buttocks that they are down. And now when you take your head down, feel that you open your armpits more. But keep the maximum length in your spine. Open the side ribs, the front ribs. Extend well forward. And next exhalation, come up. Move the bricks forward, place your hands down. Spread your palms. Keep your little finger in line with the outer mat. So remember, don't have your hands right under your shoulders. You have to move them one hand forward. Press your palms down, thumb and index finger especially. And then turn your upper arms from inside out. Look forward, look towards the front of your mat. Turn your upper arms from inside out. A little bit like this chaturanga action. We're not going to do it though. Outer arms, resist them back. Feel your shoulder blades. Feel them moving into the body. Keep them away from your head. Tuck your toes under. Keep this movement of your shoulder blades, of your upper arms. And then exhale, come up, Adho Mukha Svanasana. And then you release the back of your head like you've done before. Your arms are extending towards your hands. Keep your heels up for now. The palms are pressing into the floor, then they're extending away. to bring the trunk up towards the ceiling. Your outer hips, they want to lift up towards the ceiling. And then feel your hip bones, they have to move towards your chest. Then suck your kneecaps up, your thigh muscles up, and then push the root of your thighs. First you lift them, and then you push the root of your thighs up. And then if you can, extend your heels down, but without losing the height of your hips. Release your head, Igor, release your head. And Irene, extend while from your, no, sorry, Irene, Verena, from the back of your knees towards your heels. Spread well your palms. Thumb and index finger pressing down so you can feel the inner arms. Keep breathing. Your upper arms are rolling out. And the elbow joints, they're tall. They're tall and they're lifting up and up and up. And when you do this, you feel the spreading across your shoulders. Then draw your dorsal spine in. Keep your clavicles wide. And then feel your abdomen. Don't let it hang. Let it move back towards the inner walls of your spine. Keep your breath quiet and your mind quiet. Bend your legs again. Adho Mukha Virasana. Join your big toes. Extend forward. You can keep your arms there. If you've got the right distance, there's no need to extend more. And then release your head. Forehead or the hairline, bring it onto the floor. If you can, don't force it. And a good guide is always your sternum. If the sternum plate stays broad, then you can bring your head down. And then listen carefully, Jane. From the little finger, extend towards your outer heels, outer wrists, not outer heels, outer wrists, so that the outer armpits, you can all do it. So from the little finger, extend towards your outer wrists, so that the outer armpits are coming down, so that you're compact there. And then one more time. Inhale, come up. Gather your abdomen back. Tuck your toes under. Exhale, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Your elbows are tall and they want to move up. They don't want to move to the floor. The arms, they want to move away from the floor. Like your legs, they want to move away from the floor as well. And then suck well your kneecaps up. The four corners of your knees, the four corners of the front of your knees, take them towards the back of your knees. And then the four corners of the back of your knees, just imagine them, take them forward so that they're resisting one towards the other. All of you, bend your legs a little bit, bend your legs. Then bring your abdomen towards your thighs. And then feel how your shoulder blades are resisting in, how your armpits are opening. Let your head hang, all of you, let your head hang. Let the crown of your head face the floor. Feel your shoulder blades from the little finger resist towards your outer wrists. And then keep your shoulders there and extend your legs. Don't let your shoulders move back towards your hands. And extend your legs. From the inner knees, lift towards your inner groins. And your sitting bones, see, can you lift them up towards the ceiling? And then look forward, walk forward. Put your hands onto your hips and come up. Look up towards the ceiling and then look straight ahead. So now I want you all to do, oh, I've got the jumper the wrong way. Doesn't matter. Supta Virasana. We're going to do Supta Virasana. If you can do Supta Virasana, mixing the flour. So Supta Virasana, I'll show you if you can do it, otherwise you're doing Ardha Supta Virasana. So here's the balls, if you have the balls, or you can have the bricks, you can have whatever you need. So Supta Virasana is this one. We're sitting in Virasana. And when you come back, don't sit and go back, because then we break the spine. So you're just sitting, you lift your hips, you extend the skin of your buttocks towards the divider of your knees, keep the abdomen long, come down, and then rest onto your support. Then you just bring your hands onto your heels, so you extend the shin bones away. And then first all of you keep your arms out to the sides. When you do this, first extend the heels and then keep the arms out to the sides. Have as much height as you need. If you cannot go, oh yeah, you all can go. Well done, Trine. It doesn't matter if you lift your knees up for today. It doesn't matter. Stick a blanket under the knees or keep the knees up. Oh, good, Stefan. Lift your hips, Verena, lift your hips when you go down. Yes, and if you cannot go down, Igor, you can use your chair, Igor. I can show you over you there. Get as much height as you need. And then first press your hands into your heels. And then keep your hands by your side like in Shavasana. Well done. Keep your hands there by your side, palms facing up. And it doesn't matter for today if your knees come off the floor. Well done, Jane. Your buttocks, you want to press your buttocks away towards the knees, the skin and the flesh. And then remember that first we want to accommodate the back, the accommodation of the length of your spine. Go higher if you need, go higher, Trina, if you need. So first we want to accommodate the lengthening of the spine, and then we are going to accommodate the quietening of the abdominal region, the navel, the lower abdomen, and all the pelvic organs. So there's a length in your spine, but a quietness in the front of your body, connecting towards the back of your body. So if you can hold on to your elbows, take them over your head, but if this aggravates the lower back, just keep your arms out there to the side. Keep your shoulder blades moving into your body so that you open the top chest. The skin of your buttocks is moving towards the knees. And move the outer hips strongly in. And then from the outer thighs, move towards the knees. So from the hips towards the knees, the outer thighs, and your inner knees, move them up towards your groins. Keep breathing. Inhale, exhale, distribute all the work you might feel in your thighs. The thighs are extending towards the knees. And from your inner knees, really suck up towards your inner groins. The abdomen quiet and the front of your body is moving towards the back of your body. If you have your arms folded, change the fold of your arms and keep your elbows away from your head so you can feel that you're opening the side ribs. And keep breathing. Press your shin bones down. Quiet inhalations, quiet exhalations. And then take your hands back onto your heels. Again, press your heels so that you feel the length of your shin bones. Then see if you can come onto your elbows. Keep your head hanging back. Inhale, lift up, be on your elbows if you can. Keep your shoulder blades in. And then with your next exhalation, see if you can sit up. Sit up straight, wait a moment there, put your hands onto your knees, lift your chest away from your hips, the back ribs, spread the back ribs, lift them away from your lower spine. Then bring your hands onto the floor and then tuck your toes under and do once more Adho Mukha Svanasana. Keep all the support you have there, just do Adho Mukha Svanasana. Open well the back of your knees and extend your calves towards your heels. And then all the work you know in Adho Mukha Svanasana. And then feel where you're caught. And then walk forward. Have your feet as wide as your hips. If you can, we're going to do Ardha Uttanasana. Put your fingers onto your, not onto, underneath your shoulders. If you reach. If you don't reach, put your hands onto your shin bones. And keep your trunk up. Lift your trunk, Verena, lift your trunk up. Put your hands onto your shin bones better. Yes. And then look forward. And then Verena, from the back of your knees, all of you, lift up towards your sitting bones. Your buttocks have to come forward, Verena. And not to fall over, the inner thighs have to resist back. Spread your clavicles, Stefan, shoulder blades in. Actually, all of you, hold on to your shin bones. So place your palms onto your shin bones and then see if you can bring your buttocks forward more. Lift your inner thighs up. Then your hip bones, move them towards your chest. Clavicles are spreading, your shoulder blades are moving in. And then spread your navel bend. And then hold on to your elbows and calm down. Keep the navel bend spreading, keep your diaphragm spreading and calm down. Look at your feet, there should be a space between each toe. And then the back of your head, release shoulder blades into the body and then towards your waist. And your abdomen, no part of your abdomen should touch your thighs. It moves back. Back and then it folds towards your chest. Then change the fold of your arms. And with every exhalation, move more down. And place your hands onto your hips. Look along the floor. Press your big toes down. Inhale, calm up. Look up towards the ceiling. And then look straight ahead. Release your arms and then turn towards me. Turn towards me. I'm going to do Tadasana first. Join your big toes, spread all the other toes, and then extend your arms down. So see if you can squeeze your outer shin bones. So if I let go, see you have got all the space here in my legs. So really have to squeeze my outer shin bones, the outer knees, the outer thighs, and I want to try to bring my inner ankle bones touch. Maybe not in this slide, but I'm trying. Then look straight ahead, look straight ahead. Spread your clavicles, take the tip of your shoulders, pin them back. See if you can take your arms a little bit closer towards your thighs. Then the middle buttocks, press them forward and the front of your thighs, resist them back. Then again, the lower part of your sacrum has to move down and forward. The upper part of your sacrum moves in and up. Lift your armpits away from your hips. Then all of you, see if you can lift your 10 toes up so you have more weight onto your heels. And then keep the weight onto your heels and then bring your toes back down. Then keep the weight, the front of your body moving towards the back of your body, the diaphragm spreading. Keep all this and then take your arms up in Urdhva Hastasana. Lift your arms in Urdhva Hastasana and keep your weight back and squeeze your outer shin bones, your outer thighs, your middle buttock, press it forward. Then bend your right arm back and then with your left hand hold your elbow and see if you can draw it back a little bit so that your shoulder blades are coming forward, but do not stick your lower ribs. So well, I have to say this because I do stick my lower ribs. So the back of your diaphragm has to spread, the back ribs are spreading and then they're moving away from your hips. Then release your left arm. Take it first out to the side so that you can turn your deltoids forward. You have to turn this arm forward. Then you bend the arm and then see if you can hold on to your hand. If you reach your hand, otherwise use a belt or just hold on to your t-shirt. Then be careful, Verena, because we all do this. We overstretch the right ribs and then we close the left ribs. So if you can lift your left armpit up and then press the right ribs into its cavity. So don't stick them out. So don't overextend them. Keep your left clavicle spreading. Good. Lift a little bit and ego your left ribs up, your left armpit up. Inhale, press your feet down. Keep your navel facing me as much as you can. And then you turn towards your right. So you turn from your right armpit towards the left armpit. But the navel is trying to face towards me. And the weight goes onto your heels. The front of your thighs are resisting towards the back of your thighs. And your left armpit chest lifted up. Then turn towards the center. Release both of your arms down in Tadasana and take your arms close towards your trunk. And again, squeeze your legs. Then inhale, keep the weight onto your heels. Exhale, Urdhva Hastasana. Extend your arms up. And imagine you're holding a brick in between your hands. So don't have your hands too wide. The abdomen is moving back and then it's lifting up towards your heart. Your shoulder blades are moving in and then down. And then bend your left arm back. And then with your right arm, first pull your elbow back. Pull your elbow back. You can pull it up a little bit as well. Feel the weight that you don't have brought it towards your toes. And then release your right arm. First keep it out to the side. Because first you have to turn it in. Otherwise we break the arm. Turn it in. Keep it back, 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 back. See if you can hold. Then you spread your clavicle. Then you spread your clavicle and then you try to turn the upper arm from inside out. And then the abdomen back and up, shoulder blades in and down. And if you're catching your hands at the back, where you're catching, where your fingertips are catching, that is your dorsal spine, then you can press in. And then inhale, lift up, exhale, turn towards your left. As much as you can. The navel wants to look towards me, even if it turns a little bit towards the left, but turn the upper chest from the right towards the left armpit chest. And then come back forward and release your arms. Tadasana. So now I want you to do Adho Mukha Vrikshasana. If you can do Adho Mukha Vrikshasana. If you cannot do Adho Mukha Vrikshasana, you can just go and do dog pose. So come against the wall with your mat. And I want you all to do first Adho Mukha Svanasana. So have your hands, I'm going to show you, but I don't know if I'm going to get up today because I was not very well this week. I'm just recovering. So have a look. Don't be too close to the wall. And at first, I want you to do Adho Mukha Svanasana, a good one. Your arms away from the floor, the legs away from the floor. Find the length in your spine. Release the back of your head. Then you walk forward. And then you have to keep one leg straight. The leg which you are lifting is straight. I just show you. You lift the leg. And then you jump, and you jump up with the other leg. And then you slide your heels away from you, your shoulders towards the wall and the heels away from you. So you find the length in your spine. Then you come down, rest in Uttanasana, and then you go into Adho Mukha Svanasana again and try to lift up the other leg. If you cannot lift up, you just do Adho Mukha Svanasana, walk forward, and then you just lift one leg. Come down and lift the other leg. So let's see. First, all of you start in Adho Mukha Svanasana. And your shoulder blades, remember your shoulder blades. All of you bend your knees a little bit and bring your abdomen towards your legs and feel your shoulder blades. That's how you have to feel your shoulder blades. Then extend your legs for Adho Mukha Svanasana. And then walk forward and then jump up. The leg which goes up has to be straight. I hope mine was straight. And the other one you can bend and jump. And if you can, elbows, lock your elbows, Stefan, lock your elbows. Don't exhaust yourself. Then you come down, come back down, Stefan. All of you rest in Uttanasana when you come down. And then walk back into Adho Mukha Svanasana. And then try once more with the other leg. Or one leg up and one leg down. Okay. And then rest in Uttanasana. And then this time put your hands onto your hips and come up. Now we are going to give a try to Pinchana Mayurasana, even if you don't come up. But it's just important to do this because you can feel your shoulder blades. So have a belt. Even if you don't go up, have a belt. Have a brick. A brick or one of these foam blocks will do as well. But actually a brick is better because it's closer to the wall. So I'm quite it broad in my shoulder, so I have to have a little broader brick. Then you put the belt, did you use it already at your armpit size, from one armpit towards the other, and you put your elbow, it can be actually wider, you can make it as wide as your shoulders. And then you put it on top of your elbow. So it's not above the elbow, it's not below the elbow, it's really the belt, it's on top of your elbow. Then you can put your index finger here onto the brick. I'm trying first. So you tuck your toes under, your forearms are down, but what is more important to lift up is the length in your spine. So don't collapse. You have to walk forward and release your head. Don't think you have to have your head, you have to have your head up. And then you walk forward again, you lift one leg, and then you come up. And then again, you have to squeeze your heel. Don't do a banana shape. Abdomen back, shoulder blades in. And release your head. Take your head forward. If you can. If you cannot, then you just stay like this. And again, lift one leg, lift the other. Then you rest. And then you come up again. Because actually it's important that you feel your arms and your shoulder blades moving in. So see what you can do. You don't have to go up. Just have the belt around your elbows. Good. And then release your head down. So your head is not touching the floor. The head is off the floor. Okay. And then come up, try in your own time. The head is not on the floor, Verena. Yes. First, lift your legs, extend your legs, yes. Keep your shoulders away from the floor, and then walk your feet in. Walk your feet, yes, and straighten the legs, Verena. Keep your legs straight, and lift the soles of your feet. You have to lift the soles of your feet up. The other foot, you have to keep it perpendicular. Well done, Hula. Extend your heels up, extend your heels up. Good. And then the abdomen, take it back. Take your abdomen back. Take your shoulder blades in. And then see, Stefan, if you can come away from the wall. If you want to come away from the wall, then you can look forward, Stefan. We have a dog. The others, lift one leg, the other leg. Walk in more, Trine. Walk in more with your feet. Yes, and keep your heels up. Keep your heels up, perpendicular. This is already hard, I know. Be careful, Ulla, if you come down, your dog is there. And then exhale, come down, rest a moment. And then the others again, do one leg at a time. But look at me, Verena and Trine. Look a moment at me. So when you come up, don't stay here with your heels down, because then the sacrum cannot lift up. You can come forward and lift the heels. If this is only what you can do, this is fine. Come on the tip of your toes, because then the sacrum is already facing towards the wall. So one more time, all of you, even if you only come up to your tip of your toes, let your head hang, keep the length in your spine, the abdomen, keep it long. And then try the others, try to go up with the other leg. Yes, that's better, Trine. And lift your shoulders away from the floor. And Verena, lift more your heels. Yes, and now you can go up, Verena. Lift one leg and jump with the other leg. Yeah, no, don't collapse. Good. And then come down. All of you, come down and rest. And then because you are at the wall, we're just going to do a short Shirshasana. And Trine, have you got a yoga chair? Then I show you something. Yes. Well, no, I don't know if you can do that with that chair. Turn the chair around, Trine. Let me see. I don't know if it works. Turn the chair around this way. Oh yes, probably it will work. Let me see. Oh no, no, it's not working. No, no, because you needed this one. Because if you have a yoga chair, you could do a shirshasana like this, you know, you can put your hands in here, but you have the backrest there. And then you put your head here. And when you come up, you've got the chair there, pushing your seventh cervical in. And then you can just raise one leg and come. And if you're not sure, you can keep the balance, but the chair is doing actually everything for you. You can go back, you know that the wall is there, then you can put your feet against the wall and your sacrum forward and abdomen in. Otherwise, just do a normal shirshasana. The rest of you do a normal shirshasana. It's quite nice with the chair. We're going to do this for Easter. But it doesn't work with that chair. Good. Straighten your legs, Stefan, straighten. Yes, well done, Verena. Then interlock your fingers, Verena. No, you have to interlock your fingers, Verena. Put your head down. Yes, put your head down. The crown of your head. Good. Tuck your toes under, straighten your legs. You can just take the legs up the wall, Trina. Take your legs up the wall and do the legs of Shirshasana. Katya, take your shoulders away. Go up, you can go up, walk your feet more in, Verena. Walk your feet more in, yes. And then lift one leg. Inhale, exhale, jump, jump. It's only you have to find, yes, you have to walk in, yeah. You know that the wall is there. Well done, Jane. Keep your heels extending away from the wall, Jane, so that your sacrum is lifting up, so that you don't have the weight of your buttocks. Just do a normal one, Verena. Take the chair away and do a normal one. Or just the legs up the wall. Where's Igor? Yes, Igor, you have to bring your elbows a little bit closer. Good, well done. And for everyone, the legs are the same. Extend your heels up. The four front corners of your knees, take them back towards the back. Yes, well done. Press your knees well back, Trina, and your thighs well back. And the back, the four corners at the back of your knees, resist them forward. So you're not overextending your knees or your thighs, your calves. Good, well done, Katja. So one more minute. Even if you think you cannot stay up any longer, don't think that. Just be in Shirshasana, and if you think, oh, now I have to come down, then you just extend your inner legs more, from your groins up towards your heels. Yes, beautiful, Verena. Join your big toes, Verena. You can have your heels apart, but join your big toes. And keep the lift in your shoulders and very gently come down. And rest in Adho Mukha Virasana. Rest a moment. You can rest your elbows as well as you rest your shoulders. And then lift your head, come up. Now you all are going to need a chair, and any chair will do. Just come, take your chair. Just give you one exercise to do if I have to go for little girls. So have your chair, any chair will do. Let me see what chair you have. Yes, and then just be here. Join your palms, bring your elbows onto the seat of the chair, have your legs perpendicular, and don't drop your lumbar. Ola, be careful, don't drop your lumbar. Take the abdomen up, and then you can drop your head. You can drop your head, but don't drop your lump. Look at your feet that they're pressing down, the toes are extending forward. And then stay like this for a moment as I go for little girls. And then very gently come up. And then we're going to do Dvipada Viparita Dandasana, but in a slight different way. So have a brick nearby. You're going to need it later, the brick. And I want you to have a look first. So I want you to come into the chair. But I want you to rest your head completely on the seat of the chair. So have a look first. Don't go in, so I'm too close to the wall. So first, I want you to rest your head and your shoulder blades. Everything is resting on the chair. You're just holding here the backrest of the chair and your elbows are going down. And see how my buttocks is hanging down. So I just want you to lift up from the root of your thighs. I want you to feel your hamstrings pushing up. So first we stay here for a few breathers. So you really lift your hips up, the root of your thighs. Then you press your feet down. Keep the root of your thighs lifted. And then you slide with the tip of your shoulders off this chair seat. The head is hanging. And then you extend your feet away. You can keep your feet onto the floor, but the back of your thighs you have to lift up. And then you extend your arms first in Urdhva Hastasana and then take them back. But first, all of you come with your head onto the seat of the chair and then lift those buttocks up, especially if they're like heavy like mine. Let me see, because I want you to press your hamstrings towards your femur bones. So your head, you're really resting comfortably on the chair. The head is on the chair, your shoulders are on the chair. Yes, wait. Keep your legs bent, Verena. Keep your legs bent first. Go further back, Verena. Go back more. Your head is on, no, forward. Your head is on the seat, yes. So really let your buttocks hang off the chair. And your whole, you okay, Katya? And then lift from the root of your thighs, lift up. Trina, turn your heels out. Turn your heels out. There we have the dog again. Turn your heels out and toes in, Trina. So that your heels and your toes are pointing always, the heels and the toes always in the same direction. And then lift the root of your thighs up, feel them, and then you slide over the seat of the chair, just with the tip of your shoulders. And then if you need to extend your legs first, extend your legs. Stay there, Verena, you're fine, stay there. And then press your feet down, your big toes onto the floor as well. And then take your arms up first vertically for Urdhva Hastasana, palms facing each other, thumbs moving away. And then exhale, take your arms over. Wherever they reach, it's not important. Keep your abdomen going back and towards your heart, towards your chest. And then for the shoulder blades, you have the chair. You have the traction of your chair. Well done, that looks good. Then go back with your hands onto the seat of the chair. Bend your legs. And then you can either walk it again back like you walked in, but like you came into the chair. But for me, it's better if I slide with my shoulders towards the head side a little bit more. Then I put my elbows onto the seat of the chair like we've done in Supta Virasa. And then I come up and sit up. We are going to do this all again, but this time with the brick in between your knees. So have your brick this way. And then squeeze the brick in between your knees and squeeze the brick with your outer knees. And then again, do the same. Just come back here with your head onto the seat of the chair. Let your elbows hang down and then lift from the root of your buttocks, yes, lift the thighs up and squeeze the brick. Lift, stay there for a moment. Lift the back of your thighs and squeeze the brick. Lift the back of your thighs and squeeze your brick. And then slide over again. Let the tip of your shoulders move off the chair. A little bit more, Verena. A little bit more, even more. Yes, feel the traction. Then, first you're going to extend the legs. First extend the legs and squeeze the brick. Extend the legs, squeeze the brick, bring your big toes onto the floor. Then extend your arms up, Urdhva Hastasana. Press your feet down and then take your arms over. And breathe. Yes, well done. Keep squeezing this brick. Extend a little bit more your legs, Verena, and then press your big toes down. The metatarsals from the little toe towards the big toes. You have to press down. One more long inhalation. One more long exhalation. Well done, Trine. Then first take your hands back. Then you're going to bend your legs. And then come back sitting. Remove the brick. And then I forgot to mention that you need a belt. So you come out of the chair and get a belt. And then we're doing it one more time with the legs belted. You take the belt and you put it onto the top of your thighs. Not top, onto the middle of your thighs. Actually, the belt, you had it already for Pinchna Mayurasana. Just make it a little bit narrow, just a little bit narrow, so that your thighs are staying parallel. And then we're going to do exactly the same thing. Again, come with your buttocks off the chair. Have your shoulder blades, your head onto the chair. Let your elbows hang a moment, so you're spreading your chest. Spread as well the lower ribs, and then lift your buttocks. Lift from the root of your buttocks, lift up. The back of your thighs, push them forward towards your femur bones. Your coccyx has to lengthen towards the divider of the knee. Lift more, lift your buttocks more. Your hip bones, lift them towards your chest. Then keep the work in your legs and then slide, come over the chair. So just that your shoulders are hanging off the chair. Then you let go of your head because you have the traction there of the chair. And then extend your legs. So I'm too close to the wall. But you extend your legs. Keep your big toes down. Keep your big toes down. And then once you've extended your legs, then you take your arms up and over. And keep breathing. Oh yes, beautiful. Well done. So the belt is keeping your thighs parallel. Keep breathing. When you inhale, you feel the extension in the front of your spine. And when you exhale, push your thighs more down. Oh, that looks beautiful. This is worth a picture. Stay there. Inhale, exhale through your nostrils. Long, smooth inhalations, long, smooth exhalations, and press the top of your thighs down. Where the belt is, press it down. 1 more minute. Stay like this. And then first take your hands to the seat of the chair. Then you bend your legs. And then again, come out the way you prefer to come out. And then stand up, bend the chair forward and climb out of your chair. Just put it to one side the chair. And then we're going to try to do Urdhva Dhanurasana today from the floor. And if you can't get up, don't worry, just do half of it. But keep your belt, keep the belt in your head. I'm going to show you first. Just tuck my t-shirt in. So you put the belt around your thighs like you've just had it. If you need it a little bit wider, you can make it wider. And then you just lie down first and have a look. First have a look. Your feet can go wider. Your feet can go as wide as your mat. And your hands as well. Have them as wide as your mat for the first one. So if you don't come up, that doesn't matter. If you're already able to put your hands like this, then that's already a lot. And then you resist your elbows, one towards each other. We could have another belt in the elbows, but we don't put the belt in the elbows. So I show you first. I want you to inhale, exhale. If you can come up onto the crown of your head, like this. And then you have to bring your elbows close. Don't have your elbows like this. Bring your elbows closer. The back of your thighs, you've just worked. If you cannot do more, then you just lift the back of your thighs. Otherwise, you press, come up. And then don't stay here. You have to move your shoulders towards your wrists. And then you can lift your heels to move your shoulders, move forward. And then you bring your heels down. Then you lift your head, come back down and rest. And you do 3 of those. If you cannot come up, just have your hands here. And then you just lift your buttocks and lift the back of your thighs up. And if you cannot do this, well, you can do this. Let me see. So just lie down on the floor. The belt is quite helpful, especially if you have dodgy knees like I have, because it keeps the thighs parallel and then you don't hear all this noise in your knees. So put your hands there. If you want the first time, you can keep your hands as wide as your mat, your feet as wide as your mat. Okay. And then inhale, come onto your head first, or just lift your hips up. Yes, well done, Trina. And then move the back of your thighs up. Bring your elbows, Katja, closer. And then exhale. See if you can, well done, Katja. Come up. Straight up. Come on, Jane. Come up. Bring your elbows closer. Good. Then take your shoulders more towards your wrists, and Stefan, more towards your wrist. Lift your heels, Katja as well. Lift your heels. Lift your heels so that your buttocks moves up. Good. And then keep your chest where it is and see if you can bring your heels down. The others, just lift your hips, bring them down, lift your hips, bring them down. Good. Three of those. In your own time. Put your hands back, go for your second, keep your elbows closed, and then exhale and come up. And pull, yes, well done, Trina. Lift just your hips up, and then, yeah, well done, Verena. You can come up, Verena, you just need a little bit. Good, well done. Straighten your arms, Katja. Straighten your arms, lift your hips up more, lift your hips up more. And then the last one, shepherd. So one more. If you have enough, just lie down on the floor, but don't bend your legs towards you now. Just keep them there. Last one for the others. Inhale, exhale, come up. Yes, well done, Katja. Sacrum to the divider of your knees, the skin of your buttocks to the divider of your knees. Good. And then exhale, come down, all of you. Just stay there with your legs bent. Keep your clavicles spread. Actually, you can hold on to your clavicles and spread them and see how much space there is to spread. The tip of your shoulders, take them back. And then bend your right leg towards you. Hold on to your shin bone. But make sure that the occipital bone is moving away from your neck. So don't have your chin up like this. And then extend the left leg along the floor. From your groin towards the inner heel, extend. Then the four corners of the left knee, push them back to the back knee. And the back four corners of the knees, they're resisting forward. So you want to extend more your calf from the knee towards the heel. When you inhale, press your right leg towards you well. And when you exhale, extend the left heel well. Then bend both legs down. Bend your left leg towards you. Remember, if you have any issues with your knees, you can always hold your thighs. Important is that the knee is not coming towards the middle line. The knee has to stay towards your left shoulder. And then slide the right heel along the floor. And the inner heel, move a little bit towards the right so that you can still feel your thigh turning from outside in. Clavicles spreading, and remember when you spread them with your hands, how much space there was. So keep the tip of your shoulders moving back, shoulder blades in, and open the center chest. Inhale, bend the leg more towards you. Exhale, extend the right heel more away from you. Good. And then exhale, bend both legs, turn to one side. Now I want you all to do halasana. I can show you with the chair as well, but otherwise from the floor you can adjust everything you need. If you have a bolster, have the bolster for your neck. Otherwise, adjust everything. You can have two bolsters. If you probably don't have two bolsters. So you have whatever you need to do Sharmadasana. I'm just going to show you. You can use blankets, whatever you have. I can use these two bolsters if you have the bricks. I just want you to do halasana. If you can do it from the floor, otherwise I show you with the chair. So you come down, lift your legs. The bolster is quite, you don't need the wall there. The bolster is quite nice here for your neck. And then you have your arms out like this, so that my wall is in the way. And the thighs have to press down. down. Your buttocks come a little bit towards your face, and then you close your eyes. If you cannot go up like this, you can have a chair behind, and you can put your feet onto the chair. You can adjust whatever you do when you do Chaturanga. So I admire the people who can go up like this. They have like a bolster here and one brick there, and then they go over. I have to learn this for my next birthday. And the others, you can put your feet here if you can't reach the floor, and then you just put your feet onto the floor, onto the chair. So just 4 minutes of halasana. See whatever you can do. You can release your shin bones there onto the chair. And if you cannot go up at all, set to bandha. Put a brick under your sacrum, so you've got this Jalandhara bandha action in your throat, and then you're releasing the head, the neck. After backbends, halasana is really good to do. Yes, you can release your arms, Ulla, just keep your arms relaxed. And then you can even close your eyes. Don't kill yourself, Trine, don't kill yourself. Who's sitting there on the chair? He can help you. He can help you to bring the legs over. Come on, help your mama. Go and help her. Yes, well done, Trine. See, no help needed. And then close your eyes. Long, smooth inhalations. Long, smooth exhalations. Good. Take your arms towards your head, Igor, and then just release. Long, smooth inhalations. Long, smooth exhalations. You need to come out, come out. Just stay 1 more minute. And then all of you very gently roll out of your pose. And then in your own time, prepare for Shavasana. So If you have something to put on your forehead, put it. You can put a not a bolster, a belt there as well, an eye bag, and just lie down. So have your spine flat on the floor. If you have any issues in your knees, you can have a bolster under your knees. In your lower back, I mean. Getting towards the weekend. And then settle yourself. Settle the whole of your body. When you lie down, you can hold on to the sides of your mats first. Stretch your arms well so that you create the length in the lumbar spine. And then just let go of your hands, turn your palms up. Spread well your clavicles. Imagine your hands there before spreading your clavicles. I put the jumper again the wrong way. Let the big toes roll out towards the little toes. And then do a few long exhalations. And use the exhalations to wash away any tension in your body. And let that exhalation come from the crown of your head down towards the direction of your feet, washing away any tension, any hardness, any tightness. Let the front of your body rest onto the back of your body, and the back of your body allow it to spread into the floor. The front thighs are resting onto the back thighs, and the back thighs, let them rest onto the floor. And exhale, release the surface of your abdomen down to rest onto your spine. And then allow all the muscles of your spine to spread from the center towards the sides. Allow the face to recede inwards towards the back of your head. Your throat as well recedes inwards. Your jaw, your eyes and your skin soft. Skin of your temples soft. And the inner corners of your eyes, let them descend more and more down. While the outer corners of your eyes, they're spreading outwards. So everything recedes inwards. And feel that the whole body is dissolving. So that you are no longer confined by the edges of your body. There's a soft, smooth sense of spreading, of going beyond the borders of your body. So you are inside of your body, but also in this wide, vast, unlimited space. And then just let go and be there for a few more minutes.